What's up, Eden? I was going to do a Facebook Live there, but I was hurting too bad. So I was going to do a video, sort of rundown, sort of a rundown of the events leading up, excuse me, to me getting hit by a train, and, updates as far as me being in the hospital, what's going on. Um, I guess we can start out the storyline where I started out in Crossville, Tennessee. That's where I was with my ex-wife. We was both on the street. Um, Her parents kicked us out for, it's a different story. So we was homeless. Me and her was homeless for, me and her, I was out there for a good 3 or 4 days. She ended up going back to her mother's, leaving me. So I'm walking around Crossville for a good week by myself. Getting harassed by cops, because that's what they do to homeless people. They stop them all the time. And they knew me in this town because of my ex-wife's family. They work for the jail and whatnot, but that's a whole nother game there. But, like I said, I was in Crossville for a good week. I slept in like a picnic shelter. Kind of like when you go down to the national parks or whatever, they got little picnic areas. They've got the shelter over it. Luckily, they had a rug out there that I rolled up in, to keep warm. But just one day, I just decided to walk away from Crossville. I was tired of getting harassed. Cops kept coming up empty-handed, and they just kept getting meaner and meaner and meaner because they couldn't get me for nothing. I wasn't doing nothing but simply just walking. That's all I was doing, was walking and walking. So I just left Crossville. I just thought I'm gonna walk until I find a town or whatnot that I like, that I feel like I'm at home. So I leave Crossville, walk across Black Mountain. For you guys familiar with it, it's a pretty big mountain. Came up to the peak of the mountain, and I could look down into the valley, and I seen a town, and I said, well, I'm definitely going to that one because I've not seen a town in a day. I walked a day. It was 42 miles that I walked from Crossville over into Dayton. So I come over Black Mountain, come down, and I could either go right, I can go to Rockwood, Harriman, or I could go left to Dayton, Chattanooga. So I decided to go left, and I walked forever. It was hot. Oh my God, it was hot. Mind you that when I left Crossville, I had a half a bottle of water. I didn't have no food. But my game plan was to get into this town and get a job, get emergency housing, and just live life. So I got into Dayton. Well, the sun was coming up whenever I was coming down Black Mountain, and it was about midday whenever I made it to just the outskirts of Dayton. I was still like 5 miles till I was in the town of Dayton. I was at this little store. I stayed there for most of the day, up past 4 or 5 o'clock, because whenever I left and walked and went into the actual town of Dayton, everything was closed because I was looking for like a shelter, like a homeless shelter or whatnot, to get in there until I could establish myself in this town. But there was everything was closed. Had to wait till the next day, and then I went into this place. It was like We Care or something like it. It was like a thrift store that helped me out. They gave me bottles of water. I was so grateful for that. I was so thirsty. And they told me about this place called Helping Hands, and they told me where it was at. Which they said they just told me, go to Dayton Mountain, go back, and like you're heading up Dayton Mountain. I didn't know where that was, but they just said head back. So I was heading back until I found this place. It took me all day, almost all day until I found this place. Eventually I walked up in there, met this lady, her name is Carla. She is the most friendliest person I've ever met in my life. She gave me clothes, food, and then there was next door there was an auction house. And then what they don't use at the auction house, they bring over and give to her at Helping Hands, and they give furniture and clothes and food and whatnot. Well, he was over there unloading, and I just simply was like, "Hey, do you need help?" And he said, "Yeah, I could use all the help. Just jump up in there." I was volunteering at this moment. I was just like, "Hey, you need help? I have nothing else to do. I don't have a home. I don't have nowhere to go. This feels like home to me because you guys give me, I feel welcome here." And I guess he liked how I worked, and he's like, "Do you have a job?" And I said, "No, I just walked into town literally yesterday. I slept behind. I didn't walk into Dayton until almost right now to where this place is, where Helping Hands is. I slept behind the dumpster at Hardy's." And he said, "Well," I said, "you got a job?" And he said, "So you have nowhere to go, no place to live?" He's like, "No." He said, "Well, I got a tent." He said, "You can pitch it beside the auction house." And praising God, thank God, thank God, thank God. I didn't have to walk the streets no more. I had a job. Things was looking up for me. Good day. Anyway, hold on. That is God's. Anyway, I worked for a day for this auction house. We went to houses that people was giving stuff away, loaded it up into a box truck and brought it back to the auction house. And worked for a day and a half, and I got my check. And I just wanted to explore Dayton when I got my check. I just wanted to see what the town was like. And I went to a bar, sat, had 3 or 4 drinks, 3 or 4 beers, and that's all I remember. Even the cops, when they was investigating, they went to the bar and asked how much I was drinking, and they said, "Well, she served them 3 or 4 beers." And people that know me know that I can throw them down whenever I used to drink a lot. That's all I remember. I remember the bar and a blink, and then I remember the bright light coming, and I'm laying beside of the train rail, and he's flying. He's flying, but he's hammering on his horn, and he's yelling out the window, "I'm calling you help, bud. I'm calling you help." I'm like, okay, I'm just waking up. I want to get up. Why are you calling me help? I couldn't get up. My legs, I was screaming, yelling. I was hurting. I reached down. It felt like just guts, I still didn't comprehend. I'm laying by a train track, yeah, but I don't remember getting hit by this train. I don't remember the vibration of the train coming. I don't remember the horn, the horn. The impact. I don't remember that, which is good, but it's very confusing to me. I don't remember that. And then I remember blink after he said, "I'm calling you help," a blink. I see flashlights all around me, and I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Dude, you got hit by a train. You need to be still." And it was the cops, the ambulance. It was the whole rescue team. I was like, "I got hit by a train," and it's just I went back out, and then I remember being in the back of an ambulance and hearing them say I think we're gonna lose him. I don't, and but I hear it in my head. My eyes are closed, and I wake up. Don't have my right leg. I've got a brace on my left leg, and they had to put me in a new knee. So I don't have a leg. I have to learn to walk again. When I thought things was looking up, is when my world went crashing down. But I have high spirits, I do. It's just I'm so confused on how it happened. I don't know if they slipped something in my or slipped something in my drink, or I don't know. 3 beers and just darkness. I remember, and then waking up by the time. But I get in here in the hospital, Erlanger. It is the best hospital I've ever seen, and hands down, downtown in here. Um, I can't bear weight on my left leg for 3 weeks, but they come in. The therapy comes in every day. They make me bend my leg up, to get it strong. Do different exercises with my muscles in my legs. I think I'm getting my stitches out today. I'm not sure. I just, as far as leaving here, I don't know. I don't know where to go, but I got a good support system. I got family. That's why we ask for donations just to help with stuff like that, to help, because I know I'm gonna have to have deposits for a house and that's stuff that I should have already had. I had a job. I shouldn't have been out there, but I was, and this happened, and it's changed. It's changed who I am. It's changed. I mean, God spared my life out there, and for that I owe him my life. But I just told you I'd update you all. If you want to know anything else, just message me. I love you all.